Shalom everybody, this is Amir and this is a very special breaking news update. I wish I didn't have to report that, but I can now report what I knew for the last 2 hours, that an Israeli F-16 was shut down by Syrian anti-aircraft fire, and he managed to get back to Israeli space. Pilots were able to eject above Israeli ground. Both pilots are alive. They're minorly injured, but the Israeli jet is gone. It was shut down. This is an escalating situation in northern Israel right now. 2.5 hours ago, Iranian drone was intercepted flying towards Israel. We monitored the situation, and then once it was above Israeli ground, an Apache helicopter was sent to intercept and destroy it. Side by side with that, Israeli F-16s were immediately sent to destroy Iranian targets in Syria. And throughout that activity, an Israeli plane was damaged, and the pilots had to return back, eject and abort, and the plane is crashed and the pilots are alive. This is by far the most severe incident since the war with Lebanon in 2006, and the situation is still undergoing. We're still having tremendous military activity in the northern part of Israel, on the ground and in the air. The situation is very delicate right now. The Iranians are obviously interested in escalating the situation, and we're going to see what's going on. Again, an Israeli F-16 was shut down. Pilots managed to fly back to Israeli airspace and ejected, and they're alive, thank God. But this is a very severe incident, alongside with a Iranian drone that basically flew all the way into Israel and was shut down by an Israeli Apache helicopter. All of northern Israel right now, as far as the Golan Heights and even the northern part of the Jordan Valley, is feeling the situation right now. Air raid sirens were heard all over, and that is, of course, thanks to the Syrian anti-aircraft fire that triggered that system. The IDF reported of both the Israeli F-16 incident and the Iranian drone incident over the last 40 minutes or so. Again, we don't normally report these things when they happen because we want to make sure that the pilots are either alive, or we want to know what happened with them. Should they be falling into enemy's hands, then of course we're not even talking about these things until we get them back. Again, the pilots are alive, the pilots are in our hands, and an F-16 was shut down. Again, I don't remember anything like that. Even throughout the Lebanon war in 2006, none of the Israeli F-16s was ever shut down. If anything, it was one helicopter, one CH-53 helicopter. So I will just repeat: an escalating situation in northern Israel on the Golan Heights and the border with Syria and Lebanon. An F-16, Israeli F-16, was shut down by Syrian anti-aircraft rockets and fire. He managed to fly all the way back to Israel, and the plane the plane crashed in Galilee, basically. And pilots were able to eject, and they're alive, thank God. Around 4 a.m., the Iranian drone was intercepted entering into Israel. In fact, we monitored the situation before he the drone entered Israel, and we immediately sent the Apache helicopter because the drone was very low. An F-16 wouldn't really help here. And the Apache helicopter sent a missile that destroyed the drone. Several Iranian targets in Syria were attacked and destroyed. But the fact that our aircraft got hit is very, very alarming, and will cause us to recalculate our steps as we deal with the Iranian entrenchment in Syria. There's no doubt this is an Iranian violation of Israeli airspace, and this is an Iranian provocation, and we are determined to put an end to all of that. I'll be updating you on the situation as it goes on. This is just 7 a.m. right now in Israel. The sun just came out, and we have a group here. Everything is beautiful. Everything is great here. Even in northern Israel, apart from the air raid sirens, people feel very safe. But we are determined not to cause the Iranians to feel safe. Israel is strong. Israel is resilient. We will not allow the Iranians to somehow change that. And please stick to Behold Israel for more information. I'm filtering the information because there's a lot of disinformation here, and there's some information that I believe it's none of the business of people. I think that the important things and the things that matters to believers around the world will be given to you. So I'll stay in touch with you guys as much as I can, and all I can say is that we could use your prayers, and all I can also say is that I'm super excited. I'm not afraid. I think that believers should not be afraid, and if anything, I think that believers should look up, because our redemption is drawing near. We're not surprised of the Iranian entrenchment in Syria. We're not surprised of the Russian presence there. We're not surprised at the Turkish presence there. We know all of those things. The military analysts may not understand all of that. Political analysts may not really realize what it's all about, but we do. We know the times, we know the seasons, we know the players that are supposed to take part in this last scene of the last hour of these last days. And we are super excited because the Word of God is so accurate and so reliable and so, I would say, authentic. And we can rely on not only the descriptions of war, but also the promises that we have as the children of God, that Jesus is about to take us. And so I'm excited about all of that. Of course, as an Israeli, I'm watching carefully the escalation, and I'm watching carefully what's going on. But we live in peace, and we are enjoying peace that we never had in the last 70 years of Israel's existence. But that's exactly why our enemy is angry, because while everything around is in flames, Israel is just blooming and thriving. So I just want to encourage all of you to stay tuned to what's going on, be prayerful, and also get excited. Thank you, and God bless you all. And share this, please share that, as well as stay tuned, because more will come if an update will be needed. Thank you, and God bless you. Bye-bye.